Hey guys, this is Sam, and I'm going to show you how to hack a OneView K2 camera today. This should apply to a lot of different IoT devices and IP cameras because they're all heavily lacking in security, but this is just one that I picked up as a demo. So the first thing we're going to do is open up Nmap, and what this does is maps your whole internal network. So to do this, first you're going to want to be on the same Wi-Fi as the IP camera that you're trying to hack. Um, and that subnet for me for the local network is 192.168.1.0. So I'm just going to scan this whole network, and I'm going to look for port 80 because I know that it broadcasts through HTTP. Okay, so here is a list of the different devices on my network with port 80 open. Some of them, like this 1.1.1, I'm pretty sure that's just my router. 1.10, I think, is TiVo, and I believe this one is going to be the camera. Whenever you do this for the first time, you're not going to know all this. You're just going to have to type them in and take a guess, try all of them. Okay, so whenever I enter that IP address in the address field, it gives me a sign-in form. Um, Now you can find a lot of different rainbow tables for your IoT devices, and I know just from looking at the user manual of this one that the default is 123.456. Most, probably like 30% of people don't actually change their default password ever. So just knowing the default credentials is really all you need to get into most of these IoT devices. And we log in, go into view mode 1. And we can see my sideways kitchen. So after this, we are going to have another video where we show you how to password crack this IoT device so that you can get in the case that they're not using the default credentials. All right, thanks guys.
Hi, this is Jessica. I'm going to show you how to break into the OneView K2 camera when it does not have the default credentials. So first, we downloaded a common password profiler on GitHub called Cup. And next, you'll need to run Cup. So we're going to cd into the Cup directory. And once we do that, now it's going to ask us for some personal information on our target victim, which is Samuel McManus. You really want to fill this out with as much information as you can. Okay, and then after that, Cup has generated the password list, and we save it to passwords.txt. So now that we have a list of all the possible passwords saved, we're going to use a password cracker that we made and posted on GitHub to try all the password combinations. So we're going to cd back to our desktop and go and download it off GitHub. Next, you want to move the passwords.txt file to the passcrack master directory, which we already did. Then you want to change directories and go into the passcrack master directory. Great, now that we're there, finally we will target the IP address of the camera and run the password cracker on it. So Python, the actual script is atry.py. Dash F, you want to do the file name. Dash T, the target IP address. Now we wait. So we're waiting for it to run through all the combinations. And here you see it listed the password. That's great. Bam. So now just to make sure that we know it's working, we're going to go to the website through the IP address, which is 192.168.1.4. Username is going to be admin, and the new password. And boom, as you can see, we now have access to the camera.
Hello, my name is Christopher Abashir, and now that we have successfully figured out the username and password of our Waynesview 2K camera, we are going to show how to establish a telnet connection to the camera, and later on show how we can transfer files from the camera onto our host machine. So first, the tool that we needed to utilize is actually a bash script we obtained from John Waddell on his personal site. We are going to go ahead and host the script on our GitHub so that you may access it at any time. But just to show you the link, it would be right here. If you just copy and paste this link into your terminal, you should be able to access it. But I already did that. So I'm going to go ahead and show what happens once you run the script that we downloaded. So first you have to go to where you saved it, and I saved it on my desktop. Here we can see the cam injection script. Simply do a period and a / to run this script, since it's a bash shell command. What the shell injection script is doing is actually allowing the camera to receive incoming telnet connection requests. It must be noted that this script needs to be run through a bash terminal or it will not work. So if you're on maybe like a Windows machine, you might have to download it one way or another. So now that we're here, it prompts us to run it by typing in telnet and the IP address of the camera. So let's go ahead and do that. Alright, as we can see, it tried to connect and it connected. So now we are in the camera's directories and we can list them and see them here. And now you have access to any of these directories within the camera, so you can feel free to look through, see what you can find. But what we're going to do now is run a Python script that will do what we did here, which was establish a telnet connection, but also we're going to read out the contents of a file within the directories called vg_boot.sh. So let's go find the script, which we also have on our GitHub, and I will show you the link to that shortly. That is right here, and as you can see, we labeled it file stealer. So if you type this into your terminal, you will get access to that. But I already have it, so I'm going to go find where I left that, which is still in the desktop directory. And as we can see here, we went ahead and named it connect.py. So to run the script, we just type Python and the name of the file. Now we can see on our screen it has read out the contents of the file vg_boot.sh, and this is just some of the commands that it has inside of there. So as you can see, maybe copying vg_boot wouldn't really be that dangerous, but think about if you were to get a more expensive version of the camera that we have, the K3 model, which has internal storage, it would be able to store videos, and with some minor tweaks to the Python script, you should be able to pull the videos from the newer models onto your own host machine. The reasoning for this is the newer model actually has a very similar interface, and with minor modifications, it shouldn't be too hard to get into a newer model and be able to get some video. So that is our demonstration. Thank you very much.